is Deborah Brooks versus Detroit Baptist Manor, which is an old folks home, by the way. And Detroit Baptist Manor, the other defendant was Elizabeth Gillespie, who happens to be the executive director, and she also hired the three plaintiffs, Deborah Brooks, Tawny Sanders, and Angel Slayton. All three were the only African Americans in the front office, where they reported to Elizabeth Gillespie, and Elizabeth reported to the board of directors. At the time of their termination, they were terminated, and they were replaced with two Caucasians and one lady that was said to be of American Indian descent.
That's not American Indian descent.
What is it?
That's just an Indian descent.
Oh, okay.
Just an Indian descent.
I have to say what the court case says. Gillespie had often made racially based comments. All three of the plaintiffs testified to the references that Gillespie had said. She claimed that African Americans were ghetto thugs and thieves. She also engaged in other race-based conduct, such as accusing black employees of stealing while retaining the Caucasian employees after being caught for stealing drugs. Slayton testified at the deposition that Gillespie told Brooks that she felt like the white girl out. During the case, the judge decided to look at all three of the plaintiffs in separate
Separate cases.
No. All right, Lauren, you gotta help me.
Is it not on there?
All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Brooks worked as an administrative assistant. DPM property manager Zanovich said that Brooks refused to put postage on her mail. She hung up on her during a phone call, and she threw a supply book at her when she asked for office supplies. Brooks also displayed poor behavior toward a board member. She failed to answer telephones on frequent occasions. She disappeared for long periods of time, and she frequently made personal phone calls. Gillespie stated that she discussed these issues with Brooks. She memorialized them in writing, and she asked defendant Sanders, as the office human resource director, to place the memo in Brooks's personnel file, which did not occur. So that was one of the reasons that Sanders was then dismissed. Sanders, as the human resources director, the defendants claimed that she was fired due to her disorganization, like not putting that memo in Brooks's file. Also, her attitude had gotten very bad the last few months. She misinformed employees about direct deposits and similar administrative errors. And she sent employees for pre-employment physicals when they didn't even need them. Miss Angel Slayton was fired for poor performance on the job and her blatant disregard for DPM policies and procedures, as well as her poor attitude. The defendants also claimed that Slayton hacked into the computers to obtain evidence to use against Gillespie. However, Gillespie had previously promoted Slayton and raved about her performance. said that it all comes down to an assessment of credibility. Do you know what that means? Nick? What does credibility mean?
Telling the truth.
It means credibility.
Which means believable.
Honestly, I have no earthly idea.
The court could tell who's telling the truth, if anybody. And so he said that weighing of the evidence was needed, which was a jury function and not one for the court. And the court said that they made a prima facie case. Do you know what that means?
It's Latin.
It's Latin.
I don't know.
It's Latin for first blush, for first look. That means if you first look at it, it looks like it might hold up. But you also have to look at the excuse that the other side gives. And if the excuse that the other side gives, if the court buys that, then it's game over. You don't even get to go back to court. So did the court buy it in this case? What do you think?
No.
No.
You don't think the court bought what White Girl Out was pushing?
Oh,
No.
I didn't buy that they were pushing.
What she was pushing. I believe
Oh,
it
what
was
she was.
Who do you think won? White Girl Out?
The black ones.
You think the black ones won?
The African American good ones did.
The African American plaintiffs won. The African American plaintiffs won in this case. Very good, Nick. All right.